When any player's victory points reach 10, the spike shatters. All units and buildings on the spike are immediately destroyed, and the spike is replaced with the Chaos Rift. This usually happens during the council phase. In any case, at the end of the council phase, all players get together to resolve the Chaos Rift's struggle. This represents the world literally starting to break apart, under the energies released by the God's War, and poses a threat to all players except, of course, Chaos, who profits from it. First, the Chaos player gets a rune. Then all players except Chaos must remove a unit or building from the map and place it in the rift. Now, each player takes a die and chooses a number from 1 to 6, hiding it under their hand. This is how much power they are willing to spend to try to close the rift. Simultaneously, all players reveal their result and spend the power from 1 to 6. The player who spent the least power loses a victory point. On a tie, they both do. Next, we determine the player strength total. It is equal to the total power spent by all players except Chaos. Chaos must spend power like everyone else, but his amount is subtracted from the player's strength, making it harder to close the rift. Finally, the total cost of the units in the rift is added to the player's strength to determine the final total. In this example, the 3 non-Chaos players spent 2, 4, and 5 to close the rift. The Chaos player spent 3. The player who spent 2 loses 1 victory point. We add the scores together, subtracting Chaos for a total of 8. The rift contains 2 shrines and an archer, total cost of 3. This is added to the player's score of 8 for a final total of 11. Now, the Chaos player rolls 1 die per player in the game. This is a 4-player game, so he rolls 4 dice. His total must be less than the player's strength, in this case 11, for the rift to close. He rolled 15, well above what he needed, and the rift stays open. Next council phase, the players must put more units or buildings into the rift, and Chaos gets another rune. Of course, as units and buildings accumulate in the rift, it gets easier to close, as everything there adds to the player's total.